Would you agree if someone said Oklahoma's election laws have the effect of severely restricting and restricting participation and competition, or that they diminish your First Amendment rights? If you would be agreeing with judges of the Supreme Court of the United States. That's right. In the 2005 case Clingman versus Beaver, the court sided with Democrats and Republicans to find Oklahoma's closed primaries were legal. But as Justice John Paul Stevens put it, the court's holding today has little to support it other than a naked interest in protecting the major two parties. I respectfully dissent. Hi, I'm Jeremy Dow, and I'm a student at OCCC, and I'd like to talk to you about the need for open primaries. I love to watch political news and researched about our closed primaries in newspapers and internet publications. I'd like to share with you how our two-party system is broken, the way to fix it with open primaries, and what you might see if we can make this change. Let me begin by telling you what we are dealing with right now. According to an article by Perry B. Bacon Jr. in the Washington Post, Republicans intend to oppose every piece of legislation, even if it is popular with the public, all the way until the midterm elections. The speculation is that they want to keep people mad at Congress and struggling in the economy so that they will blame the majority party, the Democrats. As this chart shows, Republicans vote Republican. Republican Representative Tom Cole from Oklahoma says, "We're very comfortable where we're at, and we have very few members who feel endangered." The Democratic strategy, faced with filibusters on every issue, is to make their main fight about repealing tax cuts for the wealthy, an issue that affects only 2% of Americans. So in the middle of the worst economy since the Great Depression, the only help we can hope for from Congress is a tax increase on 2% of Americans. It is no doubt then, as this chart shows, only 15% of Americans approve of what Congress is doing. There is something you can do about this. Let me tell you how. Write your Congress and tell them you work for me and not your political party, and demand open primaries. Go to contactingthecongress.org, where you'll find all the Congress members' phone numbers and direct links to their contact email forms, and start writing and calling. All my research shows that mailing written letters is actually best. Tell them you pay their salary, not the Republicans or the Democrats, and you want what you paid for. Tell them that they have no right to take your money and then not work for you. Demand that they make all primaries open so that party affiliation is secondary to doing the job that you are paying for. As this next poster shows, there are as many independents as there are Democrats or Republicans. Now let me tell you what you can expect if we make these changes. According to an article by Julie Small at Southern California Public Radio, open primaries will make candidates aim to please more than just party faithful to win a spot on the general election ballot. In California, the voters decided on open primaries if for nothing else than hopes that a fundamental change like this will make a difference. In a June 9th article in the LA Times by Jesse McKinley, Republicans and Democrats said it would hurt minor and alternative parties. According to James Fry on June 9th in Liberal Land at Allen.com, open primaries gave them Alvin Green, a complete unknown that is currently facing a felony charge for allegedly showing obscene material to a South Carolina student. It is suspected that the open primaries allowed Republicans to vote for the Democratic opponent they feel will be easiest to defeat in the general election. Nothing has been proven, and Alvin Green is still on the ballot. Arnold Schwarzenegger said in the Julie Small article, "What the parties like is to control their politicians. They like to tell them what to do and how to vote." He believes open primaries will take away that power from the two parties. So making changes is sometimes better than doing nothing. And here's what I'd like you to remember. The Congress is broken. and we need to make a fundamental change to our election laws to fix it, so that we can have our lawmakers actually working for us and not their party. Now let me finish by telling you what I saw on TV that pretty much sums it all up. Not too long ago on Morning Joe on MSNBC, Senator Tom Coburn said this about Congress: "We're incompetent. I wonder who the 23% are of the American people who trust us. They have no reason to trust us." I wondered, how did it get this way? It got this way through the barely legal manipulation of our election system by the two parties who want nothing less than absolute power. It got this way by people not understanding the real implications of registering as Republicans or Democrats. It got this way because we sat by and let it happen, and it won't get any better by doing the same thing. We need to let our lawmakers know who they should answer to, which is us. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.